I would recommend, my view is that it would behoove the community, everybody, to organize in some fashion, some way of interviewing who are all these lawyers who are banging on our door, stuffing our mailboxes, calling us, telling our neighbors, our plumbers, our pool keepers. I mean, I hear about it from everybody. I get slips all the time from people saying, what about this guy? What about this guy? There is no one best guy. If it was possible to find somebody in the community who is willing to put together a discrete group of people, they don't have to be lawyers. They can be nurses, they can be everything.
Bruce is doing this. Please let him speak about what
Bruce can speak whenever he wants.
Amazing stuff.
Yeah.
Bruce, get up and tell him what you're doing. Why you're doing it.
And I am a member of this community, and I did not lose my house, but a number of my friends did, and you all I consider to be my friends at this point in time. I am a lawyer. I practice in Delaware. I am not at this time practicing. I have not practiced for close to 2 years now, and I am not admitted in the state of California. I will at some point in time, but I am not doing any of this because I'm a lawyer. I'm doing this because I care about my friends, and I'm not trying to represent anybody, and I will not be making any money from anything I've been doing. Okay. And Ken and I have a legitimate disagreement on the best approach to this. I want to be very upfront about that. There are two ways that this can be done. One is you all can continue to meet with lawyers, and it's a tricky thing when you meet with a lawyer that's trying to get your business, because they're very good at that. But you can all meet with lawyers, and you can interview lawyers, and you can hire lawyers on your own, and you may get the best lawyers and you may get the best rates. And I agree with Ken, there's no such thing as the best lawyer, but there are tier 1 lawyers and there are tier 2 and tier 3 lawyers. There's a lot of tier 1 lawyers. So you can all continue to meet with them, go to their wine and dinings and be promoted and told what they can do and get the best rate you can get from them. Or you can all get together, learn about how to hire lawyers, learn about what is a good lawyer versus not a good lawyer. And as a group, if you can actually get together, it's like herding cats as a term. But if you can all get together and form a group, a collective, you can negotiate a better rate, in my view. Now, Ken is of the view, and I can't say he's wrong. Ken is of the view that we should.
Let me speak my view.
Well, let me finish that, and then I will.
Your view,
okay.
That's fine.
Okay, all right. I happen to think that it is best not to first approach these lawyers and negotiate in the abstract and say, if I could deliver you 100 or 200 clients, could I get X rate? I think that when it's a hypothetical question like that, it's too easy for them to balk and give you a higher number and make it seem like you're not going to be successful. When you're actually negotiating with real clients, with real, I can sign this up or I can't sign this up, I think they're more likely to be realistic about what they're willing to do. I could be wrong. The other thing is, I have been hesitant. I have not spoken to a single mass action lawyer. In fact, I've consciously avoided speaking to them because I want to have credibility. I don't want anyone here thinking that I am working with anybody, that I have a deal with anybody, because I don't. Because I'm pretty upset with all of the ones that are soliciting you and sending you cards in the mail.
There's been attorneys at these meetings.
I know, and I spoke up against them at the
I've seen
meeting.
retention agreements from large firms
Yes.
that indicate that these guys who are soliciting us are even getting part of the contingency
That's right.
fee. What is that crap?
And I think you all could save the referral fee, so to speak. I mean, a friend and neighbor here, some local lawyers aren't doing the work. They're getting you signed up, and then they're passing you off to other lawyers, and they're getting 10 or 15% of your fee. Okay? That if you went directly to the lawyer they're hiring, you wouldn't have to pay that 10 or 15%. That's right off the top. But in any event, that's one approach. One approach is get together. Learn how to do this. I agree with Steve. I think you do need a lawyer or lawyers or at least a group to determine how to hire a lawyer. And by the way, and I'm willing to help with that. I'm not looking to make any money. I'm not licensed to practice.
2 of the companies have come back to me and said, "Oh, your fee's going to be 25%, down from 33 to 45%." So they now have dropped it. They can drop it lower. Now they're doing it with just me. Only one person. They can do it for less because our facts are the same.
Who cares about the fees? Isn't it more important to figure out?
We're speaking to, you mentioned 3 lawyers. I think if we all started organizing a group and decide who among us are willing to commit to this process, we can work out a process. Whether we first have a group that interviews, whether it's a roundtable interview in front of the entire group. But we were talking about 3 lawyers now. We're talking about a process that we will determine on how to evaluate the lawyer. And we are committing to this is our process. I don't think we have to argue any more about it. The other thing is to determine when do we have to start doing this, because realistically, if there is no huge big rush, I think it's very smart that we get over the debris clearance, we get over the sewage, we get over the permits, but maybe we start working as a group, we start building our group, we start talking about this, so it's not just us, it's the entire